Today I'm sharing with you all the things you need to consider when your friends just don't have the same mindset as you and how you can include them along the way. If you're already seeing the bigger picture, then kudos to you. Think about for you right now, what are you applying 24/7 effort to? Here's my advice to you, brother. Hello, welcome. Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Jeremy Montoya, and you are watching This Is Life TV, and this is episode 2. Thank you so much for joining me. Was really pumped because in the last episode, we debuted basically what we're working on. I filmed 23 episodes in a row with no name, with nothing basically in mind, with no layout, with none of that stuff, and now we're getting more formal. So again, thank you so much for being here with me. This is the show that existing entrepreneurs and new to business entrepreneurs turn to when they want to live that entrepreneur lifestyle. We talk all about business, marketing, and especially life. Today we're talking about what one of my biggest struggles was, because I want to help you avoid it from the very beginning, and that was with particularly my friends or my social circle, and mostly just people who live in the same town as me or people who are the same age. I think you can relate to. And here's the way it went, is as I wanted to start creating a business, creating an impact on the world, building my legacy, I noticed that a lot of my friends didn't have those same things in mind. And there's nothing wrong with that, and I'll tell you why. Everybody has their own mission in life. Everyone has their own thing that they want to do. Everyone has their own mission that they want to complete. Mine in particular, I wanted to start business. I was super interested in it. I really don't know anything else because it's what I've done my whole life, all the way from being a tiny little kid. But I wanted to show my friends that it was possible as well. And I wanted to show my family, anybody who knows me basically, that all it takes is a mindset for you to achieve anything that you want. So if you're that person in your group who is wanting to be an entrepreneur, or who's wanting to start businesses, who's wanted to be successful from day one, then this one's for you. And I have a couple tips for I think how that's gonna help you along the way, especially get them on board from day one. So what's most important if you're that person in your group that has the success mindset, the entrepreneurial mindset, that has the business mindset, and you're wanting to achieve those things, it really all comes down to being the example. And this can be one of the most tough, challenging, hard things to do. But if you're really wanting it, then I know that you can make it happen. In the process of being the example, you first have to learn how to say no. Saying no is critical because every time you say no, you're saying yes to something else. Maybe that's your dreams. Maybe that's your goals. Maybe that's what you want for your future. You want to say yes to that as much as you can and get in the habit of that. Now, I realize that to start doing this isn't the easiest thing in the world, especially if you're in the routine and habits of doing the same things with your friends day in and day out. But you want to start small. Maybe on Wednesday, that's the day you take to yourself after school, after college, after work, whatever it is. And that's your day. You just start saying yes to working on your goals, on your projects, on research, on learning, on whatever it might be. But find that time and start saying yes to that as much as you can. Because saying yes to you, your goals, and your life is what's really going to make you successful. My next tip for you is simply finding a meetup or a networking group or even a friend that does share a little bit of that mindset with you. It really is all about who you surround yourself with. So by going to a meetup and stretching your comfort zone, by being with that friend just a little bit more often who maybe has the success mindset, the money mindset, the business mindset, or whatever it is, or who's just driven, by being around those sort of people, that's going to rub off on you. So use that to your advantage now that you know that. If you are in the proximity of successful people all day long, what are the chances looking like for you now to be successful? I don't know the exact answer. I don't know if it can be quantified exactly, but I do know that when you hang around who you want to be like, those opportunities are going to start opening and unfolding right in front of you because you're surrounded with them. So find a meetup and find that friend that has and shares that same mindset that you do. This next tip is right in line with being the example. It's hard to be a role model. I get it. But if you want your friends to follow in your footsteps, then you have to set that precedence from the very beginning. And one of the ways I like doing that is by sharing resources. Maybe you know some of your friends' goals or dreams, whether they're involved with business or not. Share with them some of the things that you learned. Don't be a hog of the knowledge. Share with them what you're finding online. The person you followed on Twitter that has a bunch of help or motivation or inspiration for you, whatever it is. Share a book with them if you're reading. Share a podcast with them, whatever it is. And then ask what they thought about it. Open the door to start asking for their resources. When you make it okay to share resources and feedback, conversation, anything, when you make it okay by starting it, the other person feels like it's natural. It's just what they do. It's just what you do, so it makes it okay. So think about how you can start sharing resources, the things you know, the things you learn, the things you're around with your close friends, especially with the ones that you see a little bit of that business or mindset spark inside of them. Now, this last tip for you might be one of the hardest, and that's to simply stop doing what they're doing. Look at where you waste your time. Look at where you put your time, and then look at what you're getting from it. Is it productive for you? Is it going to help you out in the long run? By saying no to some of those things to start with, you're going to be able to spend much more time on the things that do motivate you, on the things that uplift you, on the things that are going to make you successful, which is really the goal, right? In this life, we want to have as much opportunity as available. We want to experience what the world has to offer because that's what it's all about in this human experience. So stop doing what they're doing. Start leading by example. Be the person in your group, the role model that makes it okay to be business-minded or money mindset-oriented or to not have the employee mindset. Because if you're anything like me, or if your world is anything like mine, all of those people are going to come around in due time anyway. The more you're ahead, the more you share, the more they're going to be uplifted, the further they're going to get by being in proximity to you. And from my own experience, those people will begin to flock your way because they will realize all of the things that you were on from the very beginning, and then you'll be able to share with them all of those resources like this show or a site or a podcast like I mentioned. You'll be able to share all of those, and you'll have people to go back and forth with, and you'll be able to help them with their success as well. All right, now I have a quote of the day for you, and we're going to go over to Vine to hear that now. Quote of the day. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. If you're on Vine or you're on Twitter, here's what I want for you to do. Share with me the quote that you like. Maybe it's inspiring you right now. Maybe it makes you laugh. Maybe it's serious, whatever it is. But be sure to follow me. Send me over that quote that you like. And let's be friends outside of this show. I'll see you over there. In episode 1 of This Is Life TV, I shared with you how to avoid the shiny things in this life, the things that distract you and take away from all the things that you're trying to push towards. What are those distractions for you? I'm curious to hear, so be sure to leave a comment on this video with what distracts you on a daily basis. Is it something small and funny on your desk? Is it the kids coming in? Is it the cars outside? What is it for you? I'm in the comments after every one of these episodes, so I look forward to hearing from you. Now, I can't do this show alone, so if you haven't already and you're watching this right now, be sure to subscribe. You'll be able to find out by logging into YouTube when the most recent episode of This Is Life TV is out. That way you can stay motivated in business, in marketing, in entrepreneurship, and ultimately, life. Again, my name is Jeremy Montoya. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. I'll see you guys over in episode 3, and until then, live the dream. Peace.